Hey there, Dinks and Doinks, I'm Ynsin, and do you want to see something really, really gross? Because it is absolutely disgusting, and it may scar you for life. Here it is, no warning. What the fuck? This is somebody's open chest cavity. Welcome to Stasis, Bone Totem. This game is absolute fire. We just figured out how to beat a section of this game in the last episode, and we're just about to punch in the code to the computer, and we're gonna see what happens. It was here, then here, then here. Nice! Atmospheric wise.
Good work, Mose. Cleverest bear. Meet us back at the main lobby.
I am the cleverest bear.
You're making a monster here.
What's wrong with affirmations, Mac? What is your deal? He thinks like a millennial. Everything's always doom and gloom. Good. So this is the life support systems, which is pretty cash money. Oh no. Oh piss, I think we've made it way worse. It wasn't very hospitable down here before, but now we are about to drown.
What the hell just...
This place isn't as intact as I thought. Pressure differential caused it to buckle.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
The diving bell's destroyed. There's no way back up.
Bigger issue is we're trapped, and it's flooding.
Like it with your finger.
Before, all calm beneath the surface.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
No.
No, Moses. We're not. It's flooding in here. We need a way out.
Get us out of here, Mac! Mac, save us! We're gonna die like your best friend did! Also, there was lore from the previous episodes of this game. Go back and watch them, you'll find them. Okay, we need to stop this thing from imploding, right? It's not actually flooding that much. We could probably take our time, actually. All right, let's play as wife right here. We'll get the hell out of this area. Why aren't we leaving? Why can't we leave? Seriously? All right, she refuses to get out of the diving bell, which I think is just absolutely brain dead. What can we interact with? There's just this door control over here. The music is going absolutely crazy. Door control.
Try and break the glass.
Punch it!
Broken glass is dangerous, Mac.
Thank you, Moses.
Punch it! I'm punching it! I used my forehead to punch it.
The control box is shorted.
You'll have to bridge the short.
I have a screwdriver. We could probably use this on it, right? Nice! I bridged the short.
The handle won't stay down. The door won't stay open.
What are we...
You get through the door.
But...
I'll figure it out. Get through it. Go!
Okay, we got to absolutely huss it as Mum. Now Mum has the bravery to leave the flooding diving bell. I'm surprised she didn't drown already, to be quite honest. Here we go! Run, Mum! Run! Get your skinny legs into gear! All right, here we are. Great. Portal? No, this is Stasis, Bone Totem. There's a table over here. I know that this might be a bit of an urgent situation, but I'm just going to take my time. Table. A workshop station storing and charging handheld meters stands before collecting, monitoring, and tracking equipment. Okay, there's a few things we can interact with here. There's also a portal, a docking port for underwater vehicles. The grisly evidence points to a sudden closure during the portal's last use. What do you mean, evidence?
Mac? Moses? Mac, can you hear me? God damn it.
Literally out of the frying pan and into the fire. She went from a really dangerous place to a really dangerous place, if the music is anything to go by. There are some maps over here. There's a corpse over here. The wretched remains of a diving suit and its occupant. Vital fluids having long since bled out from the rendered torso. The trail of gristle and dried blood suggests that he had climbed through the portal as it had closed. Oh, I see. This was the evidence. Oh, no. That's quite disgusting, isn't it? Well, this is bad. Wonder what this guy was doing. Was he just like playing solitaire or something while this guy lost literally his lower half? We'll interact with these remains right here. What is this? There is a bunch of crap here. We probably have to take this, whatever it is. It's an ignited. That is the last thing I thought it would be. There's also a rip in what I can only assume to be some kind of cooling pack. Yeah, we can play with it apparently. It's an excellent working order. Do we use it on this cold thing? No, we don't. Okay, what if we can't break it because we don't have access to Mac? We can't smack this guy in the back of the head, unfortunately, even though I would absolutely love to. We'll take a look at these maps over here. That's unhelpful as hell. This looks Mayan or Aztec, hard to say. This one right here appears to be... Where the f*** is this? Is this AI generated? I don't even know if these are letters or anything like that. I don't know, it's really, really hard to tell. Okay, we'll come out here. There's a big diving suit here.
Are you there? Read me.
Mac, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, don't get too excited. Still flooding in here. Running out of headspace, fast.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Figure it out.
Oh no. Oh, he really was not kidding, was he? He has to swim? No! Oh, actually, we can go above the platform with the broken thing. Pressure management. We could probably fiddle with this just a little bit, but it may screw us just a smidge. Pressure management. Okay. I don't think any of this is useful to us. Yeah, okay. So I don't know which of these. Well, maybe these three? No. What even are the rest of these buttons? I think we need to power it as well. Let's come over here and we'll use this access portal. As if it were tears of penitence flowing from a grieving supplicant, the brackish water is lapping at the heavy-duty secured vent. Okay, well, heavy-duty secured vent is probably exactly what we need. This is the opposite of what we were supposed to punch in, isn't it? Access. Access. What do we touch? Nothing? Okay, so the code is 726. Pressure management, 726? 726? I'm just equating it with a number pad. That's how I'm doing this. 726. Boom! Oh my god, I have no idea what I am doing. I have literally no idea what I am doing. I'm seeing a hell of a lot that. Oh, there it was! There it is! We did it! Accidentally! We would have drowned by now. It's a good thing that the water's not actually filling up because we should have drowned. That took way too long. We're in! Access! Yeah, this button!
Maintenance requested.
Moses.
Hello, Mac. Your situation does not seem fun.
No
Well,
kidding.
you're not wrong. Can you open this vent? I hit the maintenance request.
My Mac.
Well, can you do it now? It's not like I'm under threat of drowning. Oh, I have to actually do it. I am a very dumb bear. Okay, so, atmosphere computer. An emergency maintenance call has been made. Okie dokie, that is terrifying, actually.
Routine maintenance is important.
Let's go back to Dad, now that we've hit the button, and we will punch our way in here. Nice! And in we go! A big man in a tiny, tiny tube.
Not bad, Bear.
Mac, I am glad you are not dead.
More than just a toy, isn't he?
You may have a point.
Where are you?
I think, an escape pod bay. Looks sealed, though. Give me a second here.
There is what looks like a moon pool hatch here. A secure locking iris leads to the water overflow chamber below. Access appears to be controlled elsewhere. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of stuff. There's a duct wall, service pipes, racks, stacks and racks. Can we go down? No, we can only go through. Good to know, good to know, good to know. What else we got? Plastic sheeting. The portal rims are draped with protective sheeting, shielding against damage and inconvenience caused by intruding ocean water brought forth by capsule launches. Wow, there's a terminus down here. It's called a squat, apparently. There is a vacant tube, there's a vacant tube, and a failed escape capsule.
Yeah, it's the escape pods. And big shock, they're all gone.
At least someone got out of here alive.
I would prefer it to be us, since we are playing the game. Actually, there's no such thing as an interesting game without a little bit of struggle, right? Let's interact with this
Wait.
thing.
Pods aren't all gone. And not everyone escaped.
What do you mean? Someone's alive?
In one of the pods. They're not moving, but I can hear them. Inside. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you hurt?
Assume so. I don't even know if that's a person, to be quite honest. Like, I see a hand and it's grasping something. What is that, a gun? Some kind of auto-injector, maybe? Hard to say. We can interact with these two wing nuts. Let's do that. I'm going to twist these nuts off.
Not gonna be easy. Lock will be pressurized. If you can hear me, I'm gonna try and get you out of there. Just stay calm.
God, I hope to hell that this is not that dumbass Karen scientist who kept putting her DNA into the food everyone eats. I think we're gonna need some things. Which means let's go to Mum. Oh! I think that the thing she has in her inventory, an igniter, is probably actually the thing that we need for this instance right here. Let's go ahead and interact with this failed escape capsule. Take the igniter, use the igniter, break the igniter. We'll put it here. Okay, we won't break the igniter. Maybe Mum has something else. Mum has a little bit more to explore over here that we didn't get to explore. Maps, remains. I'm pretty sure those maps are AI generated, to be honest. Arm. This disused assembly arm stands dejected to the side, forlornly awaiting a project requiring its additional aid, or for its twin to malfunction and need replacing. Okay, that's pretty much all arms though. Terminal there. Lights. Bright lights have been left running to aid in maintenance work, long since left abandoned. Honestly, I didn't think they'd need a description for lights. Okay, terminal. Let's do something here. Messages. Welcoming of a Newman to the collective. We are pleased to announce the birth of a Newman, placed in STEM on this very day. Jebediah, the first of his name. And it came to pass that the Nexus was plagued by the presence of one of the 9 who showed contempt for the rules and brought discord to the network with its injudicious conduct. But the church is also merciful and did offer Newman a chance to repent and reform its ways. So let this be a warning to all who dare defy the will of Cain. The consequences of disrespect and disobedience are severe, and none shall escape the fiery wrath of judgment. But fear not, for even in the darkest of times, Cain's light shines bright, and those who follow in the path of righteousness shall be rewarded with a place in the Nexus, where they may thrive and reach their full potential, far from the reach of fiery abysms. That was all a quote. May the light of Cain shine upon us all. What? This is a very threatening way of announcing someone just got born. I'm also feeling kind of like Severance style cult. Like it's a corporate developed cult. I feel maybe it's exactly what Cain is. Don't mind me, I'm just kicking my boots off because I don't need them to play this video game. Alpha Lab Construction, confidential, established at 9988 1191. Okay, crew complement 9. Status, decommission, research, early archaeological exploration. Okay, so this is probably the forward operating team, right? This would be the FOB. Settings, okay. Oh, we can change the wallpaper, nice. What about this one? This one has the Cain Corporation logo on it. Oh yeah, that's very in theme, but I'm gonna go with this Fair Response Red. Matt Barton, good, I've personalized his computer, that's gonna piss him off. Images, what is this? That looks like a submarine of some sort. There are a heap of numbers down there. I do not know what they mean. Who does? What about this one? This, I'm pretty sure, a jellyfish. I'm screenshotting all of these, by the way. And this one here. Why are they taking photos of photos? That doesn't make any sense. This is just a cave. I'm certain that's just a cave. And here, what the hell? Is this AI generated Russian letters? I mean, it's the same Russian letters, but that's definitely Cyrillic. I don't really know what I'm looking at in this image though, to be quite honest. So we've seen all of the images here. Research. This one right here, that is... What the hell is this? I think that's supposed to be one of the diving suits, or maybe like an unmanned drone or something like that. Kind of hard to say, isn't it? This one right here. Even less description is being given to us there. What about here? I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this? That's just a shoe. Come on, game. This is definitely AI generated. Those laces are an absolute tangle of a mess. There is no way that this is kind of like actually supposed to be real. Why? Why the undisclosed AI content? That sucks. The game is so good without it. You don't need to stick it in there. It's just lying to people. Let's dig through the trash. What do we got here? That is a submarine. That's the best photo we've seen. Why was this one thrown away? This is, I'm pretty sure this is the diving bell. I don't know what's down here necessarily. Looks like the base of some kind of temple. Maybe it's the temple we found in one of the previous episodes. That is a hammerhead shark. Great, thanks. These are still, I'm pretty sure, the diving bell or the construction. It's really hard to tell. Personal log, Matt Barton, Bio Days Maintenance. Happy birthday to me! I'm 90 years old and I don't look a day over 45. It's one of the perks of a pampered life as an organ insurance product. Lifeblood Corp at your service. To celebrate, I ordered a Kasumazu and washed it down with Kenanau de Sardegna, live maggots and all. Ugh. I've always been a loner with a penchant for the good life. But you're a loner probably because you're eating maggots. Even during my time at La Vita Paradise, which only cost me a kidney. Now my family debt has finally been paid off and the best is yet to come. This message is to Christian C. Battagallo. Have you had any more run-ins with scrubbers? When I'd go away for British tests a few months back, I'd see a swarm every 2 or 3 outings. Now I see one every time I leave the mule. I know they are supposed to be harmless, but I get the impression they're not working correctly. The dive suits I'm servicing show up with electrical burns, and they're deep-sea rated and metallic glass reinforced. This was probably Emperor Palpatine's first job, you know, just getting into these suits and making sure that they're actually tested for electrical burns. Personal log. I've almost overhauled the Max Ocean M4 diving suit, but several parts still need to be replaced and repaired. Unfortunately, the old components are unsalvageable because they were melted by scrubbers. I wish we had one of those fancy matter replicators Batic Jello is always talking about, but not these duplicated trash buckets. I heard that the temple jockey's got one. What a waste! I would print a Yubari melon with sliced fugu and sashimi for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's probably why you didn't get one, brother. Personal log. I've been combing through old maintenance logs and found a restricted entry referencing Alpha, the first forward operating base. It was decommissioned about a decade ago, well before my time. Apparently, it's not just some weird artifacts on the ocean bed. There is a Newman down there. Number 3. Kane decided to leave it trapped at the bottom of the ocean. I find it hard to believe they would abandon a Newman, but here it is in green pixels. Imagine the value of a Newman, dead or alive. Consider my 90-year-old youthful interest peaked. If I can navigate a sample collector over the plateau, maybe we can explore the old base. I'll have to rope in Follis to get the sneak and peek. He has access to off-the-books equipment that won't get me shot or quartered. Or both. Message to Robert Follis. Congratulations on your winning streak last night. I heard you cleaned Matthews out. Buzzed her sample collector like a hornet with roid rage. Listen up, salt dog. Yeah, you get him. I need to borrow one of your UAVs for a couple of hours. It's the least you can do after forgetting my birthday. Personal log. Sometimes I think about the rich prick who got my left kidney. Of all my organs, it was my favorite. I've always found it funny that some wealthy people want real organs when we can grow, even print perfectly good replicas. They call themselves 100% human. What a bunch of yellow leaf fantasists. Dude, you got paid for it. What are you doing? You were literally thanking your lucky stars that you sold your kidney. But who am I then? I felt like a cow or a broodmare at times, but the pay is too good. Besides, after being genetically paired with a policyholder, you have to emulate their lifestyle to minimize the chances of rejection. Tonight I drowned my sorrows in Manuka honey drizzled on garlicky Elba white truffles. At least I still have my heart. Heart replicas just aren't the same. They keep ticking even when you're a corpse. Ugh. Good to know. The rover excursion to Alpha Base was a bust. A cave-in prevented traditional access, so I squeezed through a fissure, passing some old equipment. Once I was out of the cave and heading for the base entrance, what could only be described as a bloated sea slug with teeth tore the drone to pieces like a hungry man would a sous vide butter poached lobster. This guy is literally only food. He has no other thought other than food. I ran this operation in the black. Follis is going to go ballistic on my ass. Well, we didn't really need to know about his relationship with Follis right here, but yeah, there we go. Report to mule maintenance. Hey, the scrubbers that maintain the graphene hull of domes A through E seem to be multiplying. I know they are bioengineered not to breed, but I'm certain there are more of them every day. A scrubber orgy would be a thing to behold. What the fuck? I know some crew are fond of the blue electric light show they put on, but I suspect those critters are dangerous. I request an immediate catch and catalogue of the swarm for purposes unrelating to orgies. Personal log. Kane's sake. The mule is in chaos. Oh, Kane's sake. The mule is in chaos. This guy talked about food so much, I just assumed that he's cussing using food. Yvette was hit by a stray bullet, which completely tore off part of her head and Bernie's ribs were knocked in. Well, that sucks. I saw a rover at the bulwark during my sneak and peek. It may come in handy. Personal log. We stopped the base kill order. Follis simulated the VAT, then killed the hardline between the mule and DS-15. I cut the data tether to deep sea simultaneously, and he nuked the uplink. I don't know how long the ruse will last. Hopefully long enough for us to get topside. Personal log. We're heading back to the mule now. I would die for a dollop of Elmar's caviar on a saltine cracker. I would literally die for food people die for. Good to know. Voice transcoder. The bell returned as scheduled, but headed oceanside after only 10 minutes. I hope some of the crew escaped. The bell requires at least one occupant to ascend, and it sure as shit wasn't us in there. I mostly made it back. Robert. The scrubbers melted his suit, al dente. I almost narked on dive re-entry trying to get away from them, but those electro squibs caused a power surge on the Moonpool's iris door. Oh, so that was what the photo of the jellyfish were. Voice transcoded. Alas, there has been no rescue. I smell the ghastly aromatic stench of rotting onions like a putrid lobster bisque. You're a bit of a bisque, my dude.
Got him!
Okay, well, that gave us literally nothing, I don't think. What about this diving suit? Is there anything else you can fit it with?
Found a suit. Rear thruster looks damaged.
This one here. We probably have to take this igniter out.
Suit thrust maintenance should only be performed by Kane-certified technicians.
According to who?
I am Kane certified. I'm here.
Biotechnological deep atmosphere environment suit. Systems check. Warning. Suit maintenance required before operation. Warning.
Okay. Turns out.
Uses bio-lungs.
Oh!
Yeah, looks like Biofix Mark 3 or 4. They're damaged though. And I think my only way out of here is fixing this thing.
You want to take a biodeus out onto the seafloor?
How hard could it be?
This woman.
Okay, I think I know what to do. There's a thruster with a damaged igniter here. Mac is a strong man. I think we give Mac this damaged igniter. We give Mum the effed igniter and whatever comes out of this, because obviously we're supposed to be breaking it. Put it there, break
Rust
it.
got into this igniter. Twisting it just right got the thruster working.
Good. We'll go back to Mum, and we will take the thruster and the igniter right here. We will combine these two, and by the power of faith and
Good
mechanics...
thing these thrusters are modular. Just put in a new igniter and there we are.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. We'll put this right over here.
Suit thrust is replaced. Suit thrust is operating within established parameters.
Great. Can we take it outside yet? I should look at the things I pinged, right? Okay, we need whatever this is. Oh!
Fire lungs removed. Fire lung movements should only be performed by Kane-certified technicians.
That's revolting.
Careful with those. Carry disease just like any other organ.
I know how biotech works, Mac.
I wonder if the suit was a smoker. What does that say? Don't hug my vibe? What kind of, whose seat was this? Do we have to hit these igniters? 1, 2. Okay, test, they both fire. What if we ignite and then put the lungs in front of it? No, that probably doesn't make any sense, actually. We're probably done here for now. What else is there in here? There's some maps, there's some remains. There was something about someone with a collapsed lung, right? I'm not entirely sure if we can swap out the lungs here. Oh, actually, I know exactly what to do with these. Let's go over to a very smart bear, and we will whack the lungs inside of this blooming body. It's got to be it, right? Boop. And we'll put these in here. No? Not even a little bit? Okay. Dad is probably the next best option then. Let's take a look at this failed escape capsule. We do have a damaged igniter. We can't just whack it in there, though. What about these damaged lungs? We need to be able to fix these. We don't actually have any way of fixing them, do we? Okay, and there's nothing else to interact with in this area. There's a hatch right here. There's a locked door, which I imagine is going to take us into the next area. So Smart Bear may have opened up another hatch that we can potentially access now because all of the life support systems are currently on. Like up here, maybe? Iris vent? No, we can't go through here, I don't think. Never mind, I was completely wrong. What is in here? This is a lab.
This is not a good place to play. It smells wrong. Like dead things. Ever wonder what the point was of putting olfactory sensors on a toy?
Maybe because it makes him more real.
You are either real or you're not.
You're right, Mose. I'm sorry.
Clean tent my ass! The surgery procedures were supplied by a steady supply of stasis stored human stock. While several have perished within their sepulchre, it seems a far preferable demise than the horror on the table. I think maybe we should take a look at the body on the table first, right? At this nightmare fuel? Because we might... Oh! This guy got absolutely railed. Let's try taking the damaged lungs and sticking it in here. Can we put them in here? No? Nothing? Can we fiddle with this corpse at all? Oh, we can't even fiddle with the corpse. What is the point? Oh my god, he's alive! That sucks. There's also a QR code here, which we can't scan. 7154. We'll leave this area here and take a look at the rest of this. Dockmate control. Is this where we repair the lungs? Possibly. Dockmate system active. Laminectomy procedure has been going for like 40... How many hours was that? Sleep manufacturer preset. Biofix, sure. Appendectomy, no. We don't want appendix removed. We don't want carotid endarterectomy. Cholecystectomy, that's not what we're after. Coronary artery bypass, that's funny. Hemorrhoidectomy, okay. Hysterectomy, we don't... Why is there the ability to remove a uterus? Oh, they're harvesting organs here. That makes sense. Colectomy, no. Pneumothorax thoracotomy. Yeah, those are lungs. So we probably actually want to do that, right? Biogen Medical Corporation. Who makes these lungs? Does it have a logo? Possibly. Maybe. Genomics Group. Huskawa Engineering. Hufeng Specialized. Linlin Medical. Nanotech Diversified. Sonata. TFH. Wawa Medical Tools. One of these I heard of. We probably have to take a look around and see who is actually managing the lungs, right? I think. I love how it even put lungs in brackets. I've got enough medical knowledge from just my own interest that I kind of already know what to look for when it comes to medical stuff.
Hello, I am Moses. Volunteer pods. What were they doing here?
You know the answer to that. If they were here by their own accord, they were paying off debts to Kane. If.
Let's take a look at occupant. Subject, Salman K. Blood type O+. That's universal, isn't it? I thought O negative was universal, but maybe I'm wrong. Sex, female. Age of intubation, 32. Days in stasis, 833. We don't even know how long that this person has been down here. 833 days in stasis. They could have came here in stasis. We just don't know. We'll go back and we'll shut it down.
Suffer. It is painful.
Here we go. Can we fiddle with anything? Occupant. No, we just killed him for fun. Whoa! Stasis pod controls. Let's go ahead and shut down this occupant. Subject, Bolin P. Blood type AB negative. Sex male. Intubation 42 years. Days in stasis 1,301. That is 4 years. That's insane. Let's go ahead and kill him.
Oh, this is awful.
Is it?
May their minds find the nexus.
Oh, I see. They've got a product, so we are actually harvesting their organs. That is fantastic. I don't particularly know what organs we're harvesting, though. I just don't know. Stasis pod. Okay, let's kill another dude. This guy. Oh my god, what the hell is this? This is Defratus M, blood type O negative. That's universal. Sex male, intubation 8. It's a kid! Days in stasis 833, which is 2 years. So this child was put in here at 6 years old. I actually do feel bad about this one, but I'm gonna kill it. It's just a mercy, right?
These are in pain.
Okay, we have killed a child. That doesn't feel very good, actually. This is true horror. The horror in this game is actually very, very good. So stasis pod controls are fine, body on table is fine, dogmate control. I don't know if it's actually gonna do anything differently, but I would like to put the legs on this table. Sorry, not legs, the lungs. Here we go. Wait, did we do it right? They're a lung. Oh. What do you mean we have to whack it down here? We're definitely supposed to be doing the lungs. We just need to know exactly who's supposed to be doing the procedure, because we just don't know. I want to see if we can go through here. I think we can. There is a doorway right here. Let's just go straight through here and see what we are looking at through here in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. All over the screen.
You are in product storage, a restricted area.
Well, that's not good. All over the screen, you're going to be seeing a big spam of videos that I think you'd really, really enjoy. Videos that are kind of related to this game, but not quite the same. Go ahead and click on it if you want to keep on seeing the content. Like the video if you like the video. That way I know if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to subscribe to my channel. And of course, until the next video that I see you in, I will be going lights out. Bye-bye!